Okay. So I really don't like this page of notes. There's way too much writing on it. It's very confusing. But in this picture right here, there's a lot of proportions that we can set up if these lines are parallel. So those lines need to be parallel, or none of this works. And so when these lines are parallel like this, we can set up a lot of proportions. And one of them is like we have A over B equals C over D. So that's the first one that we have written down there. But we can basically just like turn that into a fraction and make it A over B equals C. And we can also do E over A. What would match up with E over A? What matches up with E? F. So F, see how E is this whole side right here? F is on the other side. And then it would be F over what? C, yeah. So I basically did like the whole side over the top equals the whole side over the top. So there's a lot of different things, and the key is that you match up the same pieces with the same pieces. Okay, so we're going to look at an example here, which is going to be more helpful. This is not helpful. This is helpful. We're going to look at the example. This is not helpful. So first of all, we have a triangle inside of another triangle. Are the lines parallel? Yes. Okay. When the lines are parallel, we can say that x over 4 equals 3 over 6. Very simple. We might be able to do this in our head. Or we can reduce it and cross multiply. See that x equals 2. Okay, I'm going to add some numbers to this. Okay. Okay, you guys look up here because I'm changing the notes. Okay, now I'm going to add in y and 12. So I have y over 12 What matches up with y? What's a number that can match up with y? Not 6. So y is the bottom of this small triangle right here. And 6 is like a piece of a side of a triangle. So those aren't the same kind of side. So what can match up with y? Notice I did y over 12, so that's bottom over bottom. What other sides on this small triangle do we have? What's that? What? Okay, yes, we have the 2 and the 3. Yes. So I'll use the 3 because that's the given information there. Oops, let me use red here. So I'll match up y with 3. And then what would 12 match up with? 6 is a good guess, but it would not match up with 6.
Well,
Not match up with 4. Awesome.
would it be 2?
It would not be 2.
Okay.
Yeah, not 6. Okay. So look at what's happening here. I did the bottom over the bottom, and then I did the right side. So what do I need to put it over? I need to put it over the right side of the triangle. What's the right side of the big triangle? 9. So notice I'm matching up the same kinds of pieces. So y over 12 equals 3 over 9. Okay. Let's look at the next page. Okay. So this one's very similar. X is the bottom of the small triangle. So what could X go with? 8. Okay? So X goes with 2 numbers on this triangle here. What else does X go with? Here, maybe let's label these triangles here. What's this side on the big triangle? What's this side going to be on the big triangle? 8. Okay. So X, this X and this 8 go together. But also X goes with 3 because they're together on the same triangle. So if I do X over 8, that's small triangle to big triangle. I also need to go small triangle to big triangle. So what's a number on the small triangle? 3. And then what's a number on the big triangle that would go with? 8. So I have to do the same kind of piece. 3 is the side of the triangle, X is the side of the triangle. I need to do the side of this triangle with the side of this triangle. What does X equal in this equation here? X over 8 equals 3 over 8. What does X have to be? X has to be 3. Okay, for number 2, X is these two sides added together. So what does that match up with? What does X match up with? What's that? No. Huh? What? Hey, you guys. want us to be on this one. What is x? What could x match up with? X is all of this. Huh? 10, yeah. So x is all of this, and there's 10. So we went full side to full side, right to left. So we need to match that up with something else that's going right to left. We go right to left on this side, we need to go right to left. So what could that be? 3 to 4. Yes. That's not the only proportion I could set up for this. What I could do is I could go 3 over x. 3 over x. If I go in that order, what would the other side need to be? See the order here. See what's happening. 3 over x. And you do them as 4 over 10. So we have options here. There's not always a right answer. What's that?
In the end, there's a right answer.
Oh, there's a right answer for x. There's not a right equation. There's about 10 correct equations. So, but yes, you're right. There's a right answer. We get 4x. Notice that's the same that we get from this. 4x equals 30. 30 divided by 2, or sorry, 30 divided by 4 is 15 over 2, 7.5. Okay, let's look at I guess it's number 4. Okay, so here's x. What can we match with x? Okay. So if we go x over 24, I'm going top to whole. I need to match that up with top to whole. So what's the top on the other side? 15. And what's the whole on the other side? Not 21. 36. We probably want to use a calculator to solve this. 3. It's going to be 10, it looks like. Oops. Okay. So number 5. We have x What can we match with x? X plus 1. Okay. So we're doing top over bottom. So we need to make that equal to top over bottom, which would be 4 over 6. 4 over 6. So this time here, we don't want to combine them because they're not combined. When I cross multiply, I get 6x. And then you need to do 4 times x plus 1. So what do I need to do on the right side here? Yeah, we need to distribute. Okay. What I want you guys to do is take out a whiteboard and a marker from inside your desk. Okay, so here's the picture that we're going to use. And what I want you guys to do is to set up an equation based on the picture. We don't need to solve. I just want you to set it up and then lift up your whiteboard once you have it. Okay? Okay, here's the first one. So I want an equation that matches this picture, and hold up your whiteboard once you've got it. Yes, that would work. That's a more difficult version, but yes, that would work. Yes. Yeah, same thing. That's kind of the difficult version. Do it. But yes, yes, yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes. I want you to set up a proportion that matches this. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, and you just need to set it up and do something. Yes. Okay, so most of us are saying x over 2 equals 3 over 6. Yeah, so you just want to match up the same parts. That's top over bottom equals top over bottom. Okay. All right, set up an equation for this one. No. Nope. Close. Check your addition. No. 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 Thanks. No. Yes, Jackson. Yes, that will work. Yes. Yes. No. No photo there. Just do it without the circles, Katie. No. No. Yes. No. No. Yes. 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 No. No. Yes. No. Okay. What is x? What could x match up with? 8 or 2. 8. It can match up with 8 or 2. It goes with 8 because that's the bottom of the triangle, or it goes with 2 because they're on the same triangle. So you have two options. So we could do x over 8, or we could do x over 2. Let's just look at, I'll just start with x over 8. So x over 8, that is the bottom of the triangle over the bottom of the triangle. When we match that up, what would the other number that x matches with is what? That x matches with? 2. That's got to go on top. So x is matching with the one below it and the one on the other side. 2 is the left side of the triangle. So this is bottom of the triangle over the bottom of the triangle. Small triangle to big triangle. We need to go left side of the triangle over left side of the triangle. Small to big. What's the left side on the big triangle? 5. So that's all of this. So this is, when we use the full side here for 8, we need to use the full side here. And 2 plus 3 is 5, not 6. It's all out of 6s. Okay, let's try this one. So we could do x over 7, okay? So 7 is the full side here, and so is x. So we're going left to right, big side to big side. So we need to go left to right, 2 over 3. And there's more than one right answer for this, but x goes with 7, x also goes with 2. So this one would work. Okay. No. Okay, let's check this one. So if I do x over, what can I do it over? X plus 2. Okay, so that's x over all of this side right here. And what would that go over? Or equal to? 8 over 12, yes. So that's right side over right side, small triangle to big triangle, equals bottom over bottom, small to big. Okay, I'm going to change this one a little bit, but I'm going to keep a lot of it the same. So I'm going to leave x and 2 right here, and now I'm going to put 8 and 12 right there. Okay, so what can I do for this one?
What is it?
What's a proportion I could set up for this one? 8 over 12 equals x over 2. Okay, you guys, so look up here, look up here. Okay, so when, like, the two sides match, so we can just use the parts of them, like this. So it's when we have something on the bottom where we're using the full side of the triangle that we need to match it with the full side of the triangle. But if we're using these sides in between the parallel lines, we can do the easy version like this. Now, some of you guys said you did, okay, x over x plus 2 equals 8 over 20 by adding those together. This does work. It's more complicated because there's more x's in the equation once you cross multiply. This would definitely be an easier version. Okay, let's say we have yes. No. No. Just the. Okay. So there's a few different ones that you guys did that all work. So I always like to start with x to see if I could make one that matches. So what goes with x? 4. Okay, so 4 goes with x because they're both the bottom part. And so that's going from right to left, bottom to bottom. So then what could I do? Okay, 7 over 10. So 7 over 10 goes left to right. 10 over 7. I saw a lot of people write this one as 10 minus x for that part up there. That is correct. So our proportion could look like x over 4 equals 10 minus x over 3. That would also be fine. I also saw 10 minus x over 3, so right to left, equals 10 over 7, which is right to left. That works too. There's a lot of different options. As long as you're matching up the same kinds of pieces in the same order, you can kind of do whatever you want. Okay.